Deliverance. Ну, я, кстати, двигаюсь в правильном направлении. Да. Поэтому вроде сегодня меня игра не раздражает. Так что будем играть с удовольствием. Поехали. Так, нам бы поспать, да, не мешал? Ну, давайте все-таки в костел сбегаем. Так, а к этому мы уже ходили, да? Подождите. А, нет, тоже не ходили. Ну, давайте в костел сначала, потому что здесь вроде как мельник. Потом до корчмы, там выспимся как раз и... Не до мельника, до кожевника. До кожевника, ну а потом, да, до мельника надо будет прогуляться. Пошел-то. Ну, видите, на мне клеймо преступника. Поэтому они... Татуировка. Не, наколка. Да. Горят окна вроде бы, да? И захоронения. Еще одной лопатой разжились. Так что одну можно и продать. Она мертвая? Походу, да. Так, подождите, он же сказал, если там будет гореть в окне свет, вроде так, да? Так, подождите, ну и где эта вербовка, я не понимаю. Где вербовка-то происходит? Здесь в костел надо зайти.
kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in
Amen.
heaven. What?
Прикольно.
So, you've been looking for us, eh? What is it you want?
Прикольно. А он
I
как
hear
будто
you're
бы на
hiring men
латыни
who don't mind getting their hands
молился.
dirty.
Is that so? And where did you hear that?
Taverns and the like? People talk?
Well, that's a pretty tale. But no one in any tavern told you to come here and wait, did they? So let's have it. Who told you?
I don't recall his name, but he was one of your friends. He said that he couldn't take me straight to you, that I had to go through the church.
He was right about that. But he still said more than he should have.
I know my way around. You won't go wrong with me.
Spare me the boasting. I've got a test ready for you. Let's see how you handle it before you tell us how wonderful you are.
What test?
Nothing complicated. We used to take anyone who looked like they could keep their head on straight. But not now. Now you can only join if you do what we tell you.
Which is what? Steal something?
Nah, not theft. If you want to join us, you have to kill Pius.
Who's Pius, and why should I kill him?
That's none of your business. But I'll tell you anyway, because it's an instructive tale. Pius was one of us, but he fucked up.
How? Did he steal something?
Yeah, that was part of it. Stole some money, ran away. A few boys died over it. Showed a distinct lack of loyalty. And as soon as he's dead, you can join us.
I'll have to find him first.
You don't need to find him.
А
We
ну,
know
говорите,
where he
где
is.
он.
Then why haven't you killed him yourselves?
It's quite a test. He's hiding in a monastery.
With the stable boys? It's not hard to get into the grounds.
No, not there. Well, he would have been dead long since. He's in the, cloister, or whatever it is.
But only monks can get in there.
Just monks and Pius. He's an educated bastard. Seems he used to be a priest, but it didn't quite work out.
And how am I supposed to get into the cloister?
You'll think of something. Maybe there's a secret passage. I've heard there's some cave underneath. The cave of St. Procopius. There might be a way into it from outside.
And do you have any other ideas besides secret passages?
Well, there is this one fellow been hanging around the taverns. Supposed to join the monastery soon. Might be he could help you somehow. I'd try talking to him if I were you. And if he doesn't help, knock him on his ass and take anything he's got that you could use to pass yourself off as him. A letter of admittance to the monastery, or whatever.
Murder someone in a monastery? Have you gone mad?
Murder's a sin as it is. Doesn't really matter
Ну,
where
так-то
you do it.
да.
Yes, it does.
Верно говорит.
I'd be spilling blood on hallowed ground.
Well then, knock him senseless, drag him outside, and finish him off where it's less sacred. I don't give a damn where you do it, just as long as he ends up dead.
Да, они меня, блин, на серьезные преступления толкают.
And do you have any other test?
We're not hiring stable boys. We want men who are prepared to do anything. And this is the toughest task we've got.
So how many men have you already sent?
Just a handful.
And what happened to them? Did they hang?
Just the first one. The others turned tail. Guess they didn't have the stomach for it.
Значит, вам не так нужны наемники, если вы необученному человеку
How would I recognize
предлагаете такое.
He won't have been there long. He should be the only new one there.
But what if there are others? What does he look like?
Normal? He always went about well dressed and had a fine looking dagger.
Yes, except he'll be given a robe and they'll take his knife.
Then you'll have to try and figure out which one of the novices it is and get him to betray himself. Try getting him drunk. then send him straight to hell.
Get him drunk? In a monastery?
Where better? There's more wine there than in the royal cellars, and I doubt he suddenly stopped drinking.
Fine. So I've got to kill Pius. He's in the cloister, and to get into the cloister, I'll need to enlist the help of some boy who's joining the order, right?
More or less. And now the main thing.
The main thing is to kill him, isn't it?
Of course. But that's not all. All hell's gonna break loose in the monastery after the murder. So, either make sure nobody finds him, or hightail it out of there quick as soon as the job's done. But better if they don't find him right away.
Да, блин, что-то сложное задание.
No. Before you run for it, take his special dice and bring it as proof that you killed him. And if you can get him to tell you where he hid the coin, bring that as well.
Bring his dice and the money if I find it. And where should I bring it?
From the monastery.
О, привет, Саш. Спасибо. Так вот, у меня уже не утро, у меня уже час дня. Давай тебе удачного дня.
Take the dice and the money, and then tell you where to report. Got it?
Right, I'm to slip into the best guarded place in the entire region and kill someone. Take his dice and money, and then go to the swamp and wait by the fire.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Well, you can at least say a few Hail Marys for me. I'm gonna need all the help I can get.
And remember, we'll be keeping tabs, so don't you try to run off, alright?
Да уж. Заданица. Игра сохранена. А подождите, почему? Я еще не могу, что ли? Не, подождите, я тогда загружусь. Я тогда сначала к мельнику пойду. А потом уже в костюм. Мне не катит, что я задание провалила. Да.
Look here, lads. I hope I won't be seeing you around here again. Go and find some other place for your games.
All right. We'll go. But if you want to fight again, you're always welcome. I bet you'll come off worse next time.
Так, где он, кожевник? А, вот он ходит.
Hey, who's that? Lost something here. Is someone there? Hey.
Ну вот же ты, или это не ты? А, во. Они оба бородатые.
You? What do you want from me?
I've taken care of the lads who were bothering you. You'll have a quiet evening tonight.
God bless you, lad. And here's something for your trouble and kindness. Unlike that miserable bailiff.
If anything else grieves you, just say the word.
300, круто.
Ooh, has the cat dragged in now?
Ну, а теперь в костел.
Hey, you! Don't move a muscle! Hey, you! Halt! Where could he have vanished to? He must be here somewhere.
Ты чё?
Surrender!
Чё к чему?
You've committed a violation. You're under arrest.
С чего, с чего арест-то?
Come on.
За что арест-то опять? Совсем, что ли, крышак едет?
What's going on?
Совсем, что ли, блин? До свидос, арест, блин. Смотрим еще раз эту кат-сцену прекрасную.
Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in
Amen.
heaven. What?
So, you've been looking for us, eh? What is it you want?
I hear you're hiring men who don't mind getting their hands dirty.
Одну минуту.
Is that so? And where did you hear that?
Taverns and the like. People talk.
Well, that's a pretty tale. But no one in any tavern told you to come here and wait, did they? So let's have it. Who told you?
Так, а если кулака сдадим, что будет? Ладно,
I
не
don't
буду
recall his
сдавать
name, but he
кулака.
was one of your friends. He said that he couldn't take me straight to you, that I had to go through the church.
He was right about that. But he still said more than he should have.
I know my way around. You won't go wrong with me.
Spare me the boasting. I've got a test ready for you. Let's see how you handle it
Может
before you tell us how
отказаться,
wonderful
так
you
тогда они
are.
могут на меня накинуться, правильно?
Nothing complicated.
Which is what?
Проще паря на репы, ну убить в монастыре.
Not theft. If you want to join us, you have to kill Pius.
Who's Pius? And why should I kill him?
Короче, святошек предал и теперь укрывается
But
в
I'll tell you
монастыре.
anyway, because it's an instructive tale. Pius was one of us, but he fucked up.
How? Did he steal something?
Yeah, that was...
Да, и украл там он, короче,
I have to
предал
find
их
him
просто.
first. Then why haven't you killed him yourselves?
It's quite a test. He's...
With the stable boys? It's not hard to get into the grounds.
No, not there.
But only monks can get in there.
Just monks and Pius. He's an...
And how am I supposed to get into the cloister?
You'll think of something.
And do you have any other ideas besides secret pass?
Well, and if he doesn't...
Murder someone in a...
Murder's a sin as it is.
Yes, it does. I'd be spilling...
Well then, knock him senseless, drag him outside, and finish him off where it's less sacred.
And do you have any other...
We're not hiring...
So how many men have you already sent?
Just a hand.
And what happened to them?
Just the first one.
How will I recognize Pius?
He won't have been there long. He should be the only new one there.
But what if there are others? What does he look like?
Normal. He always went about well dressed and had a fine looking dagger.
Yes, except he'll be given a robe and they'll take his knife.
Then you'll have to try and figure out which one of the novices it is and get him to betray himself. Try getting him drunk.
Get him drunk? In a monastery?
We're better.
Fine.
More or less.
The main thing is to kill him.
О чем, если бы
What else?
мы
Shall I
отказались?
come back?
No, no.
Bring his dice and the money if I find it. And where should I bring it?
From the monastery, head east across the river. There'll be a swamp where you'll find a fire pit. Go there at night and light a fire. Make it nice and big and we'll show up. Take the dice and the money, and then tell you where to report. Got it?
Right, I'm to slip into the best guarded place in the entire region and kill someone. Take his dice and money, and then go to the swamp and wait by the fire.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Well, you can at least say a few Hail Marys for me. I'm gonna need all the help I can get.
And remember, we'll be keeping tabs. So don't you try to run off, alright?
А вот это кто? Наверху был. Ключ от костла. Или от костела. От хостела. А, ну игра сохраняется. Что опять у меня за мешок с этими? Я у кого что опять? Я ни у кого не крала ничего. А, это тогда я загрузила не то сохранение, когда обворовала их всех, этих бродяг. Так, давайте до корчмы и потом уже дальше. Так, до корчмы. Так, ну вот ближайшая корчма, давайте-ка. Сейчас, в принципе, можно сдаться и в тюрьме отсидеть.
Where the hell were you brought up? Don't you know you have to have a light after dark?
Что ты хочешь от меня?
Hey, you. It's forbidden to walk at night here without a light. You can't just walk around in the dark. You have to have a light.
Так, а где корчмарь-то? Его сроду здесь не дождешься. А потом опять скажут, что я закон нарушаю.
Everyone has to carry a light at night by law.
Че ты идешь сюда? Обокрасть дозорного, да, это будет круто.
You must be up to no good sneaking around in the dark. Light a torch before the catchpoles see you.
Что-то какая-то корчма, блин, убыточная.
Who's there?
А, мне вот в какую корчму. Ок.
What's that? Who's there? Ah!
Купальня. Блин.
I wish I was able to swim.
Но лошадь-то умеет плавать. Куда они все сваливают, я не понимаю. А, уже, блин. Время дофига, вот что. Так, 1 минуту, ребят. Показания счетчиков передам и вернусь. Так. Сидят уже они в корчме с утра пораньше. Милое дело, мне бы так жить, а.
Here.
What do you want?
You wouldn't be Carl by any chance?
Here.
No.
А кто Карла знает? Мне кажется, вот этот Карл в белом.
What are you here for?
Just as you ordered.
You wouldn't be Carl by any chance?
No.
My pleasure.
Так, ну энергии у меня маловато. Я думаю, надо поспать.
I've only got 2 hands.
Well, what do you want?
Certainly, I'll fetch it right away.
You wouldn't be Carl by any chance?
No. Jesus, what do you want from me now?
You wouldn't be Carl by any chance?
No.
В чепчике в таком. Че он ее нюхает?
What do you want?
You wouldn't be Carl by any chance?
No.
По-моему, они врут. Кто-то из них точно Карл. А, он еще, смотрите. Ты Карл? Карл. Ёп. Хороший будущий монах.
Ale.
Карл красиво одет.
You. What do you want from me?
Are you Carl by any chance?
I am. Why do you ask?
I've heard that you're bound for the monastery.
Yes. Yes, it's true. But I've convinced my faithful guardian, Manfred, to give me a few more days of freedom. Mind you, he won't let me visit the brothel. So instead, I'm devoting those days to the demon drink. With whom do I have the honor of speaking?
My name is Henry.
Pleased to meet you, Henry.
Let's have a drink.
A man after my own heart. The drink's on me. And will my guardian angel here join us in imbibing? No, he will not. Perish the thought. My dear, dear lad, what a cross I have to bear. You know, after the tavern, we should pay a visit to some whores. But Manfred won't let me. Get rid of him.
What are you here for?
You're Manfred, the young lord's guardian?
Indeed I am. Why?
Да.
Would you let us have a word in private for a moment?
I would not. If I put my guard down for a second, he'll be gone. I have to keep my eye on him.
You must have a mighty thirst. Waiting here with him for days, just watching him get drunk, and not having a sip yourself.
There's no doubt I'd enjoy a drink. Heaven knows I deserve it. But if I dull my senses in the slightest, that rogue will surely get up to mischief.
So let's drink together. And if you start to feel unwell, I'll keep an eye on him. Like you said, you deserve some fun.
Forgive my rudeness, but you don't look like someone I could trust. I'll drink when my task is accomplished. Until then, I have a job to do. Beat it!
А почему мы отдали ему?
I've been looking for you two for quite some time. I've been sent by the young lord's father with a message intended only for him.
So, I'm just...
You must have a mighty thirst.
There's no doubt.
So let's drink together.
Forgive my rudeness.
Would you let us have a word in...
I would not.
Блин, а за что мы тогда 210 отдали ему? Грошей.
What? Are you volunteering to get your head smashed in?
Забияка из корчмы.
You see that old man sitting at the table with the young lord? He said something about your mother. I think whore was the word he used.
What? He's not getting away with that! Ah! What is it? Oi, old man! What did you say about my mother? Pardon me? I said, what did you say about my dear old ma? If she's as repulsive as you, I have no reason to speak of her at all. Now leave me alone before I put you in your place. Put me in my place? I'd like to see you try. I gotta smash your face in, old man. Bring it on. Ah!
Manfred's taken care of, just as you wanted.
Thank God. He won't let me out of his sight for a second, and he's itching to get me in the monastery so he can...
Why are you being sent to the monastery?
Like every lusty young lad, I'm fond of fair maidens, but I got too fond of one, and let's...
But they don't send you to the monastery for that.
They do, when it's the daughter of the lord of your fief.
Shit.
Shit is putting it mildly. The Lord of Bukovo was less than pleased. He knows he'll never marry off his daughter now, so he either pay him 1,000 groschen in compensation, along with my balls on a silver platter, or pay 1,000 groschen.
Why does your guardian never leave your side?
So I don't run away. Of course, I'm free to walk around, but he watches every step I take.
Well, he's not watching you now.
What good is that to me when he has all the money, and even my saddle and riding cloak?
Why don't you just run away?
Bare-arsed. What the hell would I do? I don't know how to work, I have no money, and that old bastard's even...
But there are poor people everywhere, and they get by somehow.
If I have to choose between hunger and poverty on one hand and the monastic life on the other, I'm afraid the monastery wins. If I could only steal that old man's pouch, I'd be gone faster than lightning, and no one would ever see me again.
What if I entered the monastery instead of you?
What? Voluntarily? You don't look like someone who'd want to... You could only enter the monastery if you know how to read and write, and if you have a special writ from the abbot. That's a letter confirming they know who you are and that they've accepted you.
So you give me your writ? I'll just tell them I'm you.
Manfred has the writ. You'd have to take it from him, but he only puts it down when he sleeps.
So I'll steal it and then you can disappear.
Disappear? Bare-arsed. What the hell would I do? I don't know how to work.
But there are poor people everywhere and they get...
If I have to choose between hunger and...
That's all then.
А там, наверное, будет закрыто.
You? What do you want from me?
One beer for me.
Is there somewhere I could sleep here?
Aye, there's room here. For how long?
Just the one night?
No problem. But you pay in advance.
Here you go.
You'll like it here. Like sleeping on.
Where do I go to sleep?
On the upper floor of the inn. There's steps up to it outside. The middle room is yours.
Так, надо будет из котелка хлебануть. Ах.
You know you shouldn't drink so much.
Who are you to tell me what I should and shouldn't drink? You aren't the one bound for the monastery.
And that's precisely why you shouldn't drink so much. But I suppose they'll teach you temperance and...
Please! Anyone! There!
Come here, quick! Alarm!
My God! For fuck's sake! Help! Here!
Somebody help! Quick, everyone! Come here!
Так, подождите, а чё, почему? Мы письмо, что ли, не украли? Письмо у меня. Блин. Так, подожди, к пану Рацигу. Ага. Да, он голодноватый у меня. Ну, я сейчас там из котелка хлебану. Даже никто на меня не напал по дороге. Интересненько.
Good day, Henry.
Да, спасибо, день неплохой. Долгая загрузка в Kingdom Come. Надеюсь, игра не повесилась, не повесилась. А, здесь, кстати, можно поспать и сохраниться. Еще. Поесть отсюда. Я же хочу поесть. Сколько у меня яиц-то? Вот, оказывается, что надо с яйцами делать. Свежесть 0, питательность 5. Ну, давайте. Что там? Маленько траванулись. Да, ну и не беда. Сейчас поспим. И все пройдет. Правда же? До 10 утра поспим. Чтоб кобыла как раз проснулся. И потом можно еще раз из котелка хлебануть. Так, здоровицу поправили. Сейчас с котелка хлебанем. И дальше потопаем. А из котелка я не могу, да, уже хлебануть. Ладно, хрен с ним. Есть еще вот котелочек. Отлично. Так, кобыла, подожди.
Good day, Henry.
Ах, день хороший.
Greetings. What business have you?
Greetings,
Sir, I've been
Henry.
to Ujits, and the parish priest there is very odd indeed. He's very handy.
А
Godwin?
зачем нам это?
Aye. He was sent to the university to become a... So when he finished studying, instead of... I imagine he had a pretty adventurous life.
Об этом мы уже с ним разговаривали.
Sir, this investigation into the Neuhof massacre, it's getting a bit complicated.
What have you found out?
I tracked down a gang of robbers who recruited killers for Pribyslavitz. They know the whoresons who torched Neuhof.
That's excellent news. Did you find out any more?
So far, not much. If I'm going to infiltrate them, I have to do what they say. That means murdering one of their former cronies, a fellow they call Pius. Apparently he was at Neuhof too.
You have to kill a criminal to prove yourself to them? Huh. I don't much like the sound of it.
That's not the worst of it. This Pius is hiding out in the monastery pretending to be a novice. I'd have to get inside the cloisters to get at him.
Good God above, that's another matter entirely. They don't let just anyone into the cloisters, and the abbot won't give up any of the novices. Secular law has no jurisdiction inside the monastery. But this is the second time that something untoward has happened there. First the counterfeiters, now
Да,
this.
вот сейчас мы как раз туда и
I'd be
отправимся.
glad to have someone take a look inside.
What should I do with Pius once I find him?
Don't kill him. Bring him to the bailiff in Ratte. He'll interrogate the man and give him a fair trial.
It doesn't sound like an easy task, sir. Getting into the cloisters, finding Pius, and then getting him to the bailiff.
Far from it, lad. But I have confidence in your
Да,
ability.
блин, деловой.
It seems like the only way to find Pius is to join the order. Damned if I know how, though.
A bit of meditation and learning would do you good. If it's really the only way to get to
А
him,
ты бы
then you'll
протекцию
have to
мне
do it.
сделал.
I'm sorry I can't be of much help. Sadly, my relations with the monastery aren't entirely congenial. You'll have to figure something out for yourself.
Подожди-ка было. Еще один вопрос.
Greetings. What business have
Ну все. Короче, в монастырь топаем. Так, нападение на дороге, ну и... Если они меня забьют сейчас на этой дороге. Ну ладно, там сохранение было недавно, так что... Надеюсь, ничего страшного. Да что за сдаться? Офигеть. Почему я без оружия-то?
Is that all you've got? I'll chop you.
Так, -1, отлично. Ну, вы, чувачки, зря, конечно, это все придумали. Кто еще тут? Все? Так, ну-ка, сейчас посмотрю. Яйца эти я выкидываю. Вареные. Это все надо продать. Так, монастырь нам нужен.
What's that?
You, stop right where you are.
Ты чё?
Surrender. You've committed a crime, and I'm arresting you.
Ah, kurwa! I'm telling you.
Чё им надо-то опять от меня?
Caught you.
Придурки.
Now you'll pay for all your crimes. What?
Не, в тюрьму давай.
Oh, don't play games with me. I know full well about the assaults you committed. Your victims remember you very well. And I haven't even started on your other crimes. This definitely won't come cheap. You'll learn crime doesn't pay.
Так, что там мы? $400, да, офигел, что ли? Не, ну я не пойду с ним на открытую конфронтацию, потому что сделать-то я его сделаю, а давайте лучше в
I don't have
тюрьму.
enough on me.
Well, it's a jail cell for you then.
Put me in jail then.
You love it there. It's all set up specially just for the likes of you.
Конечно,
Hand me over those
понравится.
stolen goods.
Так, подождите-ка. О, 4 дня пусть, отлично. Как раз сейчас выпадет трофей. Ждем. В тюряшку меня опять упекли. Не, ну это интересное задание, что? В монастырь попасть и потом вот дальше. Почему нет? Нормально все будет. Сейчас как раз трофейчик должен выпасть. Но не помню, правда, как он называется. Сейчас увидим. Но и я надеюсь, что он выпадет. Сейчас, кстати, модную рубашку надо приодеть. Точно. У нее, наверное, уже выпал трофей заключенный. И активировано умение здоровое питание. Ну, круто. А подождите, ребят, одну минутку, я посмотрю прогресс по трофеям, сколько процентов у меня. Окей? Сейчас буквально минута, даже меньше. Так, ну 27% у меня. 27% у меня трофеев.
Hey, who's there?
Sounded like.
Так, свиньи. Ух ты! Да мне здесь дофига бежать. Не, садимся на нашу эту сивку, корюшку. Так, давайте-ка быстрым перемещением. Так, пока он идет, я небольшой перерывчик. Продолжаем наше путешествие по средневековой Богемии. Так, а мы опять хотим есть, да? Вот, сейчас. Из какого-нибудь котла. Буквально там 3 часика мы, да, поспали и нормально, в принципе. Энергия почти стопроцентная.
God be with you.
Did you see the accident that happened here?
I didn't see it. I was down at the bottom and I heard...
Did you notice anything suspicious?
Так, где этот батя?
Be a bit more...
I'm Carl. I'm supposed to enter as a novice.
We expected you sooner. Weren't you supposed to come here with your guardian? It's been so hectic lately, people will keep turning up out of the blue.
Он напился и не смог прийти.
He got drunk last night and wasn't able to come with me today.
Such irresponsibility. And you share his guilt for abandoning him. Although, of course, inebriation is a sin. Well, we'll see. Can you read and write?
Naturally. I wouldn't be here otherwise.
So then, are you ready to enter the Order of Saint Benedict and renounce forever the temptations of this world?
I am.
Then you must rid yourself of all your worldly possessions. Sell them or give them to the poor and needy or donate them to the monastery. You may not enter this place burdened by worldly goods. Inside the gatehouse is a trunk in which you will find monk's robes. Put away all your possessions and dress yourself in the habit. Then you may rest a while I go and see the prior to arrange matters for your acceptance.
Так, где их нужно выложить? Что с его рясой? Вы видели? Мне кажется, это не служитель Бога, а служитель сатаны.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Если я сейчас украду, меня в монастырь точно не возьмут.
Can I take a look inside the monastery?
What's got into you?
Теперь вот сейчас я буду полгода искать, где мне снять вещи. О, привет, Ром. Не уговоришь. Так мне надо это, пройти хотя бы сюжет. Ты не помнишь, где здесь нужно оставить вещи, чтобы в монастырь попасть? Буду играть, пока сюжет не пройду. Здесь только вскрыть замок. Спать, сесть. Прикольно. Я с третьей части начала знакомство с этой серией. Ну и мне очень истоки понравились. Да блин. Сейчас еще меня здесь арестуют. Все, ну все окей. Не бери в голову. Так. Потом, если будет у меня возможность, может быть, тоже вторую часть пройду. А ты на ПК проходишь? Блин, ну где здесь нужно оставить одежду? Ну это капец какой-то. Почему здесь такая карта убогая?
What the hell?
Где мне оставить одежду? Я не понимаю. Трилогия? Понятно. Ладно. Надо будет поиграть. Слушай, ну что ты мне про Kingdom Come скажешь? Где мне здесь нужно одежду оставить? Я не понимаю. Так, ну-ка. А, 750 рублей. Ну так знаешь, небо-земля, вот честно, она вообще не шумит, то она там, знаешь, играю, как начинаешь, как будто самолет взлетает. Ну, видимо, там вентилятор начинает работать так, что А сейчас прям милое дело. А я как и в PSN, и на дисках всяко покупаю. Когда есть хорошее предложение на Авито, допустим, на диске, я, конечно, диск беру, потому что его можно будет потом поменять или продать там. Вот. А когда хорошее предложение скидки в PSN, я в PSN беру. Дисков? Диски тебе сбросить? Фотку дисков? А ты мне своих. Ладно? Окей, сброшу. Ром, ну подскажи, как мне здесь эти вещи-то свои оставить и рясу надеть? Ну, припомни, ну это... А я сейчас опять тут буду час ходить, блин, разбираться. А, может, в эту дверь можешь зайти? О! О! Все, доперла. Все.
Strange feeling being without all of that. I didn't realize how much I'd grown used to it.
Наконец-то все так просто. О.
Everything's prepared. It's time for you to take your vows.
Do I really have to wear this?
You'd better get used to it. You'll be wearing it for the rest of your life.
Да, ты ошибаешься сейчас махом. Задание выполню и все. Ну, а я тоже хочу только основной. Ну, там несколько побочек, конечно, пройду. Ну, красота какая, а? Все-таки католические соборы меня восхищают. Какие-то гомосятины. Музыка прям мне нравится, красивая. Еще бы орган заиграл и вообще. А, христиане.
Dear brother,
Я думала,
forget your
католики.
former life and embrace your new vocation in the community of the monks of St. Benedict. Opus Dei, obedientia, obprobria, the service of God, obedience, and endurance of all discomfort. These are the cornerstones and succor of our order, which on this day shall
Ну там,
become
знаешь,
your
тоже полно среди служителей.
Suscipe me, Domine, secundum eloquium tuum et vivam, et non confundas
И вообще я считаю их шарлатанами.
ab expectatione mea.
Маленько фальшиво, ну нормально.
In loquium tuum vivam, et non confundas me.
Да там тоже полно, Ром. Ты не смотрел фильм Педро Альмодовара? Дай памяти, как же он называется-то?
Accept your new name, brother Gregor, and wear it with honor. Welcome, brother.
Там как раз про католическую церковь. Сейчас, подожди, скажу тебе. Забыла. Давно смотрела. О, выпал трофей, монтаж. Круто.
Welcome, brother. I am
Дурное
Antonius,
воспитание.
a novice like you. I've
Посмотри.
been instructed to guide you around the monastery
И мне
and tell you what you
кажется,
can expect
таких
and what your duties will be.
примеров куча. Так, ну ладно, это вроде дружок наш, да, будет?
Thanks for helping me out during the ceremony. I had no idea what I was supposed to do.
You don't know Latin, do you? Don't worry. Work in the scriptorium will teach you fast enough. Why exactly are you here? Was it your choice? Or did someone force you to come?
Так, он много вопросов задает.
It was my choice. For a common lad like me, it's the easiest way to get an education and do something worthwhile with my life.
Да,
It
ну,
looks like
не
we're both here
знаю.
for the same reason. I think we'll get
Меня
along.
просто здесь устраивает жизнь. Пока. Надеюсь, долго будет устраивать. Когда все плохо, да, я знаю, там многие уходят в монастырь, чтобы там забыть все плохое, что здесь с ними произошло. Так.
Would you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a novice and I'm here because I'd make a poor merchant.
Мы же будем с
I
тобой
like
в
books
игровой
and I want an
индустрии через
education.
сколько? 50 лет
Although I must
работать.
say, so far the monastic life's been quite
Я в
unexpected.
Rockstars, а ты, я уже забыла где. В Electronic Arts будешь?
Let's go then.
Пойдем осмотрим обитель.
Good. But before we do, here's a letter directly from the prior telling you all your regular duties from tomorrow onwards. Make sure to read it this evening so you know how things work. Right, we can go now. Follow me closely. I'll explain everything as we go. Remember one word. Discipline.
Антоний,
It's your
я
job to
думала
work in prayer.
Анатолий.
You serve the Lord now, not your own bodily needs.
Блин, круто. Но мне кажется, это католический храм по-любому. Ну какие христиане? Не знаю. Или, подожди, или католики это тоже христиане, что ли? У них даже иконы католические. Я, честно говоря, не очень. Украсть? Нет. Здесь закрасть не буду.
This is the way to the dormitory, where we all sleep. You'll find a free bed there, which is now yours. Do you know the
А
first
с
thing the
тобой я
monastery taught me?
могу?
To
Андрюшка,
appreciate
с тобой
sleep.
может улечься?
We rise before dawn every day. Takes a bit of getting used to.
Да тут у них красота какая, а?
This is the garden, a place for silent contemplation and meditation.
Так нет, они даже по латыни, там он пели по латыни, костел это тоже как бы, это католический храм. А братьях, он сказал братья христиане, но мог бы сказать братья католики, было бы вернее, ну, как мне кажется. Просто я была в католических храмах в Индии, в Панаджи. Не в Панаджи, а... Ну, Гоа, это же бывшая колония Португалии, и там как бы есть католические храмы, и я была там, так, где? В старом Гоа. И там католический храм там была. В Испании была в католическом храме. Ну, но это не как с нашей христианской церковью, они не похожи. И священники не похожи. Ну и вообще это разное, все разное. Там, как говорится, все скромно, но со вкусом. А у нас все вычурно и безвкусно. Вот.
So beware.
Так что не знаю, но вот это далеко не христиан. Ну, хотя...
Come now, I don't want to still be showing you around at midnight.
Ну, я говорю, я особо в религии не понимаю, поэтому могу ошибаться, конечно, но это чисто мои предположения. Они даже по латыни говорят, но христиане по латыни не разговаривают. Так, ладно, мне надо с ним двигать. Подождите, а здесь... А, во, алхимией можно заниматься. Слушайте, я, походу, здесь много, да, проведу времени. Так, послушник другой. Вот Йодок, по-моему, мне показался. Да, вот он мне показался на букву Г. Какой-то он, да, странный. Так, вот наш Антоний. Познакомиться с другими, да, идти спать или с другими все-таки. А здесь они кушают, да? Столоваются. Да нет у меня пока, у меня нетка есть, нетбук или ноутбук, не знаю. Но у меня и ноутбук есть, но тот вообще я уже 100 лет его не включала. И нетка, но она не тянет у меня особо ничего. На ПК покупать, знаешь, на полтинник отдавать за этот ящик. Ну, только за системник. Что-то как-то... Ну, и то полтинник, это как бы сказать. Тоже не ахти какой ПК будет. Xbox есть. Да, Xbox One есть у меня. Там у меня, кстати, куча игр по подписке от Electronic Arts. Это прям офигенная подписка. Если у Sony сделают такую подписку, я Xbox продам сразу. Она стоит 1100 или 1200 в год, но там офигенная куча игр и постоянно там, как сказать, перед релизом дают пробно поиграть там 10 часов в игру. Почему я играю? Ну вот последний раз, когда в воскресенье играла, по-моему, в субботу и воскресенье в зеркальную грань. Ну, редко я играю, честно. Для меня вот самое главное на Соньке я больше всего играю. Ну, а пока, опять же, я возьму и опять он будет просто у меня стоять. Как я думаю, я лучше Sony PlayStation 5 прикуплю. Ну, если, конечно, в монастырь до этого не уйду.
I'd like to ask you something about the monastery. Who's in charge of things around here?
Abbot Peter is the administrator of the monastery, but you won't see him. He's always travelling, and on top of that, he's old and infirm. Perhaps the good Lord will bless him.
And what happens when the old abbot dies?
Then we elect a new one.
Are there any candidates to be the new abbot?
Yes, there are. Brothers John and Neverless. Cursed elections. Since the brothers began talking about them, there's only been strife.
Ну, даже там это раздоры.
On one
Ну,
side are
как
brothers
они,
who'd like to see John as abbot,
служители
on the
Бога,
other those
они
who support Neverless. And they seem to be capable of fighting about it forever.
грызутся между собой. Ну, как вот.
Tell me about John.
John is a Circator and the oldest brother here. It would be only natural if he took the crozier from Peter. He has experience, merit, and composure. He'd lead the monastery wisely.
I'd like to know about Nevlas.
Nevlas manages the monastery's property. He doesn't have the most experience, but his drive and heart are pure, his faith firm, and his ideas rational. Although perhaps he's too keen to change our routines here, which many brothers don't like.
Why does it matter so much who wins?
Because the future direction of the monastery hangs in the balance. The younger brothers feel they have to work more than their superior brothers, and that some brothers are more concerned with their own comfort than with worshipping God. The older brothers take a different view. They say the younger monks want privileges they haven't earned, and each side has its own candidate.
I thought politics weren't part of the monastic way of life.
You're right, but we know nothing besides the monastery, and the abbot's decisions can influence our entire life. Some of the brothers take it very personally.
Так, ладно. О, ну-ка давайте, может, между братьями есть раздоры.
Are there ever any disagreements between the brothers?
Unfortunately, yes.
Ну вот,
The
что
biggest
это за
quarrels right now are
служители
about the
такие?
election of the new abbot. They can already see poor Peter in his grave.
I understand. Can you tell me something about the rule of St. Benedict?
7 centuries ago, St. Benedict of Nursia wrote a collection of monastic rules which we still follow today. They're read at every meal. The fundamental precepts are obedience, work, and prayer. We're fully devoted to serving God. The outside world beyond the monastery walls is foreign to us.
Do you never want to know what's going on out there?
And what should be going on? The sky is just as blue and the grass is just as green. Perhaps the rulers change, but the greatest ruler of them all will remain unchanged through the ages.
I'm interested in the monastery's history.
It was founded by St. Procopius 500 years ago.
500
After his
лет.
death, heretics
Да, вот эта
occupied the place
история,
for
я
some time, but
понимаю.
then the order was restored and brothers of the true faith returned.
Heretics, you say?
They wanted to worship God with some foreign rituals in a language foreign to God. They were driven away and their books burned.
What are the roles of the various monks here?
Well, the abbot is the head, but he's not here now. Then there's the prior and the sub-prior, the librarian, the porter, and many others. As a novice, you should be particularly mindful of the circators. They're the ones who maintain discipline and punish bad behavior.
What can you tell me about the novices here?
What can I say? You're here to demonstrate your devotion to God and to live a monastic life. After a year, you can make your vows and become a fully fledged brother.
I meant something specific about the brothers that are here.
But you know them yourself. Yodok is an odd one, but he's diligent and eager, perhaps too eager. Siskin is good company, but a bit too worldly for a monk. Antonius is hard-working and will help with anything, but prays less than he ought. Lucas is as quiet as a mouse, and no one knows much about him. And then we have you.
Значит, Лукаш. Мне нужно Лукаша искать. Скорее всего.
Can you leave the monastery?
Where would you go? You have everything you need here. Anyway, all the doors here are closed and locked tight, so no one can get in or out.
Да, вот это мы встряли.
Who would you like to be the new abbot?
Brother Nevelas, there are many things wrong here, and John would leave them as they are.
Listen, brother, is there anyone in the monastery who can help me get hold of something, well, something that's not so
Зря мы
readily
это
available?
спросили.
I can't help you there. Brother Celarius might.
О, отлично. Спасибочки. Хороший дядька-монах. Подсвечник укрась, он явно золотой, да?
You're right. It stunk like a wine barrel in there, and it's not the first time.
Так, мне Лукаша нужно и брата какого-то Кислара. Иоанн. Ну-ка. Это уж какой-то со странностями.
I know. I saw you in the church during the ceremony. I have a feeling we'll be meeting again.
What does that mean?
I make sure everyone observes the rule, does their work, and that everything is the way it should be. Then we're authorized to mete out punishment. But certainly you won't require correction, will you, brother?
I'd like to ask you something about the monastery. What can you tell me about the...
And what can I say? You're here to demonstrate your devotion to God and to live...
I meant something specific about the brothers that are here.
But you know them yourself. Yorick is an odd
Так,
one,
еду
but he's diligent and eager, perhaps too eager. Siskin is good company,
Чижа,
a bit
да,
too
надо
worldly
искать.
for a monk. Antonius is hard-working and will help with anything,
Или
but
Лукаша.
prays less than he ought. Lucas...
I'm Gregor, a novice.
I know. I saw you at the ceremony.
Гриша
My
теперь
name
нас
is
зовут, да?
Nevelas, and I'm the provost here. I'm in charge of the monastery's property, as well as handling trade with the outside world.
That means you get to leave the monastery?
No, not at all. I just write lists and send them out.
Is there anything I could help with?
You know, there is. Perhaps you've heard that Abbot Peter is gravely ill. I'm interested in medicine, and I know there's a cure for the abbot's ailment. With your help, I could find out the details, and together you and I could give old Peter a few more years to do good.
What do you need me for?
In order to get the recipe for this medicament, a few rules will need to be broken. Now, you know, most of the brothers believe every illness is a message from God, and that it's not our place to deny his will. I, however, think if God sent us not just illnesses, but also the medicine to cure them, then it's our duty to relieve people of their suffering. The cure for Abbot Peter's illness could be contained in one of the books in our library, but it will certainly be amongst the libri prohibiti, the forbidden books, those we aren't permitted to read.
Why are they forbidden?
Because they contain occult and demonic practices, witchcraft and all manner of evil. Or so some people claim. It's nonsense, of course. This is nothing but a book of medicine, albeit one written by a pagan. Ibn Sina, also known as Avicenna, is universally acknowledged to be a wise man. But here, at some point, someone decided his book is the work of a Saracen devil and must be kept under lock and key. Since then, no one can even talk about the book. But the three wise men were from the East, were they not?
Where can I find it?
In the library, there's a large cabinet with a lock on it. The forbidden books are inside. You'll easily recognize what you're looking for. The cover has not only a Latin inscription, but also Saracen letters. Bring it to me, but leave the other books there. No one will notice if one book disappears, but if more were to vanish, someone would certainly begin to look into it, which is exactly what we don't want.
Is there anything you can tell me that would help?
There's a key to the cabinet in the prior's chambers. The librarian should have another one, or you can acquire some lockpicks. But I can't tell you where or how. Perhaps Brother Celerius could help.
Why can't you do it yourself?
Because I'm one of the highest-ranking monks here, and one day I'd like to become abbot. Can you imagine me crawling around in the black of night searching for a forbidden book?
You could just ask for it.
Do you honestly think I haven't tried? Unfortunately, librarians...
Так, ну
I'm
ладно.
ready.
Попробуем, украдем, украдем, не
One more
украдем, не
important
украдем.
thing. There's always someone in the library during the day. To pass unwatched, you'll need to go at night. It's locked, but I'm sure you'll manage to get in. They say Brother Celerius understands locks, but don't tell him why you need it. Once you have the book, bring it to me, and I'll then use it to make Peter's medicine. We'll soon have the election of the abbot over and done with.
Мне кажется, он его травануть хочет.
Is there any way I could help you get elected? Somehow tip the scales in your favor?
What would you like to do? Climb up the tower and shout, "Vote for..."
Not exactly. You do have a...
John isn't my opponent, he's my brother. Just like you and everyone else. But there is something you could help me with. You must know there's a great deal of iniquity here in the monastery.
Should I find out for you what's going on around here?
Let me make this clear. I want to base my candidacy on putting things in order. But if I don't know it...
Very good then. I'll find out what I can.
Thank you, brother.
What do you want me to find out?
I'd be interested to hear about any iniquity in the monastery. I need to...
Так, ладненько. Монах. Монах. А, уже спать пора, да? Монах. Только не помню, где спальня-то здесь. Так, здесь служба была. Потом мы вышли вот сюда и пошли, кажется. Сюда. Вот он, дружок.
I'm Gregor, a novice. I saw you at the ceremony.
I know. It was hard not to notice you.
And you are?
Lucas, also a novice. Don't get upset, but I don't want to talk to you. I'm happiest alone.
I'd like to ask you something about the monastery. Are there any rifts between the brothers?
Yes. From the moment talk began about electing a new abbot, it's been like a hornet's nest here. Strange that you haven't noticed.
Tell me something about electing the abbot.
Abbot
Такой
Peter
же
is old.
пальцем грозит.
When he dies, they'll have to select a new abbot from amongst the brethren. The candidates are John and Nevlis, and if you asked me for my opinion, Nevlis is definitely the right man. Unfortunately, no one cares about my opinion because novices get no say.
Так. А вдруг он святоша есть?
Something secret. I'm looking for someone here in the monastery.
You're looking for someone? But you're a novice, aren't you?
I am a novice. At least until I find the man I'm looking for.
Why would you be looking amongst monks? You know, the laws of man aren't valid here. In the cloister, we're subject to divine law, the law of the church.
Как бы он меня не сдал.
I'm looking for a footpad who's hiding out here in the monastery. He had a hand in raising the Neuhoff farm. He's taken many lives.
I heard something about that. But why are you telling me all this?
Because you could help me. It has to be one of the other novices.
That can't be. Have you told the prior? What are you going to do to this man once you find him?
Talk to him. Then I'll see. Do you have any idea which of the novices could be the imposter I'm looking for?
I don't know, and I don't care to know. I wish you'd never told me. Now I won't be able to sleep at night.
Will you tell me something about yourself?
There's nothing I can tell you.
I mean, where you're from, what sort of life you had before, that sort of thing.
I'm a novice, and my monastic name is Lucas. Nothing else matters.
Странный какой-то.
Come on. Is there really nothing at all you can tell me?
I could, but I don't want to. I'm sorry. I want to stay focused on work and prayer, not on who I once was. I never will be again. What has been isn't
ну может он
important
там
for us.
кем-то был.
We cast the past aside when we walked through the
Ему
monastery
стыдно
gates
теперь.
and took our oath. Never forget that.
I think that you're the man I'm looking for.
What are you on about? You can't be serious.
I am. Your secretiveness, the fact that you don't want to speak with anyone, that you keep to yourself, you're obviously hiding something.
Там кто-то еще стоит, что ли?
You're wrong. You've made a terrible mistake. I'm not the man you're looking for. I'm not. Please, don't hurt me.
You're lying. You are pious, a criminal in need of punishment.
Saint Anthony, pray for me. Help! Is anyone there? Help me! Brother Gregor is a madman!
Так, ну и как мы тогда этого святошу, блин, поймаем? Может, это как раз Антоний?
Will you tell me something about yourself?
There's not much to tell. I lived in Vlashim, and after my father died, I found out I wasn't much of a merchant. So I left the shop to my brother. It's peaceful here. There's food and lots of time to read.
So you chose to come here?
It may seem strange, but I'm one of the few novices that did. I might be the only one. The truth is, the idea of spending my life in a monastery was more appealing than being cooped up in a greasy old shop.
I'd be interested to hear what you think about the other novices. I'm interested in Lucas.
No one knows much about him. He doesn't talk to anyone. He works, eats, sleeps, then does it all again the next day. It's as if he wanted to get it all over with as soon as possible. By it, I mean his entire life.
That's all. Thanks. I need to make a confession.
I'm no priest, but tell me what you've done. It's probably nothing to worry about.
I'm here in the monastery looking for a thief.
А там стоит, подслушивает.
You don't say. And who are you to take such an interest?
Someone whose job it is to investigate the case, find the perpetrators and make sure they get the punishment they deserve.
Punishment? Do you intend to punish them here, in the monastery?
I don't know yet. I'm still just on their trail. Perhaps you could help me find him?
The missing thief? If I knew anything, I'd tell you, but I suppose it must be one of the novices. I've only recently heard about the Neuhof incident, and all the other brethren have been here much longer than that.
I know. Aside from me, there are only 4 novices, but still, I don't know which one he could be.
3? Please, leave me out of it. And you're right that it could be any one of them. No one knows anything about Lukas. Siskin might be a lot of things, but a monk isn't one of them. And Yodok is a slimy worm. It wouldn't surprise me if he was behind that massacre. Actually, the more I think about it, the less I like that Yodok. He's a treacherous rat who'd do anything to get in someone's good books. The thought of Yodok at Neuhof sends chills up my spine.
Maybe you're right. It's not a pretty thought. Thanks for your help, and please don't say a word to anyone.
Don't fret, my friend. Your secrets are locked inside my lips.
А там он стоит, подслушивает. Ну, привет, Оль.
I've heard some
У меня,
unsettling
правда,
news.
уже обед.
I've been told you've lied about who you are the entire time you've been here. What do you have to say about it? Who are you really?
I don't have anything to say. If I'm not me, then you're not you. And that must mean we aren't talking together now.
Enough of that nonsense. Tell me who you are and what you're looking for here.
I'm Carl, or I was, and I was ordered here by my father. What do you mean looking for? I've no idea what you're talking about.
I can find out whether you really are the Carl we accepted here. If you are, no need to worry. All accusations against you will be withdrawn. But until I find out, you'll have to be isolated from the others.
Вот это я встряла. Оль, ну ты звонила в Ростелеком, узнавала? Блин, ну этот козлина пожаловался. Опять тюремное заключение, да? За что? Я никого не обокрала, никого не убила. Жесть. А, понятно, Оль. Дожилась, что уже в монастыре даже меня в тюрьму посадили.
While I was locked up, someone was making quite a racket in the cellar. Blind drunk, I'm sure of it. I wonder what's been going on.
I've already given my boy a thrashing over this, but once I get my hands on the fiend with whom he cooked up this asinine plan, I will wring his goddamn fucking neck!
Calm down, my lord. You're in a monastery.
The insolence! Help him flee and then pretend to be him?
It's certainly an unfortunate incident, but there's no need for such agitation or profanity. We will take care of it. Ah, that's him! Stop him!
Now I've got you, you bastard!
Fuck. If I don't kill Pius now, I never will.
Hey,
get
that?
To hell with you.
Bring it on.
А что мне надо было здесь сделать?
What's the meaning of this? Have you been possessed by an evil spirit?
What's the matter? Come on!
А чё они на меня напали-то? С чего ради-то?
God damn.
Да пусть они меня уделают уже. Так, сейчас, одну минуту.
You call that combat? Is that all you got? Ow. You call that combat?
I'll find you, you cur. You can't hide from me.
What the hell was that?
Yeah!
Where could he have vanished?
Bring it on!
He must be here somewhere.
Come here, lily liver.
Hey, who's that? I'll find you, you cur. You can't hide from me.
Lily liver.
Where did you vanish to?
Can't hide from me. You get what for?
Ow. Gone weak at the knees, have you?
I'll find you, you cur. You can't hide from me.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
I'll find you, you cur. You can't hide from me. Dead.
He can't have gotten.
Oh. Come here, lily liver.
Так, ну мне, походу, лучше загрузиться. Не хотела. У них там медицина не развита, они там к 40 годам уже старики дряхлые. Не хотела бы. Что-то, блин, мне это не нравится, тюремное заключение. Я хочу загрузиться. Да надо это, загрузиться, они меня вон в тюрьму отправили. Поэтому я и жду 4 дня. Загрузить сохранение.
What are you doing here? You're playing truant from the monastery, aren't you?
Так, ладненько, я сейчас, наверное,
What are you doing here? You're playing truant from the monastery, aren't you?
загружусь с сохранением, ну потому что я тут все нафиг провалила. И потом сделаю небольшой перерыв и, наверное, дальше продолжу. Так.
Welcome, brother. I am Antonius.
Thanks for helping me out during the ceremony. I had no idea what I was supposed to do.
You don't know Latin, do you? Don't worry.
Так, ну все, я на этом заканчивать буду.
It was my choice. For a common
Сделаю
lad like
небольшой
me,
перерыв,
it's
потом
the easiest way
продолжим.
to get an education and do something worthwhile with my life.
It looks like we're both here for the same reason. I think we'll get along.
Would you tell me something about yourself?
Да через полчасика.
I'm a novice and I'm here because I'd make a poor merchant. I like books and I want an education. Although I must say, so far the monastic life's been quite unexpected.
Let's go then.
Good. But before we do, here's a letter directly from the prior telling you all your
Спасибо,
regular
что
duties from
пришли.
tomorrow
Спасибо за
onwards.
компанию.
Make sure to read it this evening, so you know how things work. Right, we can go now. Follow me closely.
Всем пока-пока, всем доброй удачи, пока-пока. Увидимся где-то, ну, примерно через полчасика.
Discipline. It's your job to work and pray. You serve the...
Ой, не на ту кнопку нажала. Вот. Всем спасибо, ребят, за компанию и увидимся. Всем пока-пока и добра удачи. Пока.